Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamuzumarimasu kamuro gi kamuro mino mikoto mochite sumemi o yamo izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no himuka no tachi hana no odo no ahagi hara ni Misogi harai tamo utoki ni narimasu. Arai dono o kami tachi. Omoro no magagoto tsumi kegare o. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no toma no mimi furi tatete. Kiko shimese to kashikomi. Kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Creator and giver of all life. In accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. It's a plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. Hang on, Meishu-sama, bless you. Meishu-sama's teaching this morning is entitled God's Love and is found on the Daily Inspirations, page 70. How mysterious and wondrous it is! All our prayers are answered when our requests are right, virtuous, and sincere. The true power to save the world rests with God. Let us pray, deeply pray, to the great God of light. Some things that seem good, even right through human eyes, may not be so in the sight of God. Let us remain humble and discreet. People often fervently pray to God to save their lives or cure their illnesses. God's reply may be to remind them that such fervent and urgent prayer, done repeatedly, implies they don't have much trust in Him. God's blessings aren't dependent on the performance or frequency of one's acts of supplication or faithful affirmation. He knows we are dependent on Him and He will take care of us. God's humanity is so great and so profound that people can receive limitless blessings and protection as long as they open up themselves to receiving such blessings. When people put enough trust in God, and leave the matter in God's hands, God never fails to help them. If we detach ourselves from undue ego, worries, and attachment, and leave the outcome to God, it is easier for God to extend a helping hand. Since God is all powerful and omnipotent, God can do anything. But if a person isn't in a condition to receive God's help, there is little God can do. If someone wants to receive it, that person only needs to become worthy of God's help through a change in faith, attitude, and behavior. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for directing your prayers along with us for world peace. want to share with you the faith experience of Cibele Carvalho Pinto Machado. She's from the Itaqui Johrei Center in Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil. Cibele regularly joined her daughter, who is a Johrei member, to the Johrei Center where she gave herself in service. 2019, since her daughter passed entrance exams to college studies in another city, Cibele stopped visiting the Johrei Center. Following year, with the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, Cibele's husband became unemployed. Cibele continued working but found herself substantially irritated, worried, and confused. As her family faced some financial difficulties, harmony at home became compromised. Under these circumstances, in June of 2020, Cibele decided to return visiting the Johrei Center and reported to the minister what was happening in her life. Complying with mandated health measures and with prior appointment, she began to regularly receive Johrei and dedicate herself in whatever was needed at the Johrei Center. Additionally, she practiced offering donations of gratitude, studied the teachings of Meishu-sama, and attended our online services. With this practice, Cibele felt calmer and more confident. Family life harmonized, and jobs began to appear for her husband. Feeling deeply grateful in October of 2020, she was blessed to receive the sacred focal point, Ohikari. Today, she feels that her life has completely changed. She feels more balanced, patient, and with greater power of concentration, which was not the case before. Her home environment keeps harmonious and the financial situation balanced. Cibele continues engaging in our practice of faith, channeling Johrei to her husband, and after leaving work, giving service twice a week at the Johrei Center. She now assumes the commitment to continue doing her best to serve in the divine work in order to express her gratitude for the many blessings she received. Thank you very much for attending this morning service, for listening to this faith experience. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week. With this concludes our morning service. Thank you very much.